With great pleasure, we shall now introduce you today our new multi-viewer products. Our multi-viewers are used by many customers. The total number of units shipped over the past 6 years is approximately exceeding over 4,200 units. Our multi-viewer is already well known to many of our customers, but now it offers even more choices. Please have a look at our existing lineup of multi-viewers. The MV-3240 and MV-1640IP are positioned as such within this multi-viewer series. Until now, we have handled multi-viewers that support 16 and 68 SDI inputs. With the release of the MV-3240, there is an enhanced lineup of SDI-compatible multi-viewers with 32 inputs. With the release of the MV-1640IP, mixed IP and SDI monitoring operations are possible. There is significant improvement of the multi-viewer series lineup with the MV-3240 and MV-1640IP. As a leading manufacturer of multi-viewers, we are committed to increasing the choices and helping our customers to achieve their desired operations. The flow of this video is as shown. Let's start with the introduction of MV-1640IP and MV-3240. The first step is to introduce the MV-1640IP concept. Do you have any of the following concerns about IP? IP products may take a long time to start up. Does the video switching require a lot of settings? Do I need to have knowledge of the network? Will the increased heat output require more attention to the exhaust system and installation location than before? The MV-1640IP is the answer to these concerns. It may seem to take a long time to get up and running. The video will be shown in about 1 minute. No difficult settings are required to switch between images. Compatible with NMOS for general purpose control. You are concerned about requiring some knowledge of the network. It can be operated like a baseband product and does not require much IP knowledge. We understand you have concerns about heat and the installation environment. The heat exhaust structure is designed as front intake and rear exhaust, facilitating installation in rack systems. The following is a brief history of the development process. The development of the MV-1640IP was initiated in response to requests from both Japan and overseas customers for a ST2110 compatible multiviewer. We have achieved quick development from conception to release in about 1.5 years' time. We focused on the operation and functions to be equivalent to the conventional MV series. And we have developed on a hardware basis while prioritizing stability. MV-1640IP Concept. The MV-1640IP is designed to convert systems using 4A's multiviewer series into IP systems as they are. The aim is to provide products of the same scale, functionality, and performance in IP as in baseband. We have made sure that IP can be used without changing the operation and control in the existing system as much as possible. Introduction of the features of the MV-1640IP. MV-1640IP is compatible with ST2110, 10, 20, 30, and 40, and ST2022-6 for IP signal monitoring. Up to 16 3G HD SD to SDI inputs can be added by installing an SDI option board. 12G, 6G to SDI will be supported in the future as an additional option. This means that the MV-1640IP enables mixed IP and SDI monitoring operation with a single unit. System settings other than IP video, such as tally, video and audio alarms, etc., can be used without changing the existing baseband design. The input or output delay of the following route is as low as 16.6 milliseconds. From IP camera to switch. Switch to MV-1640IP input. Input to SDI output. This means that MV-1640IP achieves one field delay and it ensures baseband-like operability. Introduction of MV-1640IP inputs, outputs, and options. The SFP ports are compatible with SFP28 modules and have 4 slots A, B, C, and D. The redundant environment can be built with a total of 50 gigabit Ethernet. MV-1640IP supports ST2022-7 hitless for redundancy. Up to 4K4 inputs or 2K16 inputs can be supported as multicast streams for IP. MV-1640IP supports NMOS IS-04 for stream registration and NMOS IS-05 for switching control. The red frame is the MV-1640IF interface option. It supports GPI input-output, LTC input, and reference input. The red frame here is the MV-1640 SDI, a 16 SDI input option. It supports 3G, HD, SD to SDI inputs. Furthermore, an additional option, the MV-1640 SDI to 12G, will be supported in the future. This will additionally support 8 out of 16 12G, 6G to SDI inputs.
Furthermore, MV-1640IP can use Gearing. Gearing is a software that allows centralized control of multi-viewers, switches, servers, and routers on a customizable GUI screen. In the screen, the multi-viewer is registered as a receiver and the signal source is registered as a sender. By switching these buttons, the multicast stream can be switched. For example, switch the video in the upper left corner towards the screen here. Switch from source 3 to source 4. Switch back. Switch again. Back. In this way, MV-1640IP allows you to switch multicast streams with a single button.
The MV-1640IP has already been released to the market and is being used by SIs for verification and end-user operation. The main reason for the selection of the MV-1640IP is the trust from the customer, which is based on the experience gained in the baseband. Another advantage is the seamless transition from baseband and to MV-1640IP, thanks to a common operation. We have received very few inquiries from our customers about how to operate the system. We believe that the shift to IP will accelerate in the future. Therefore, we will continue to respond and fulfill any requests. The next topic is introduction of the MV-3240 concept. We have enhanced functions to meet a wide range of customer needs and strengthen 4A's SDI multiviewer lineup. MV-3240 has 32 inputs and 4 outputs in one RU. The design is more compacted than the conventional multi-input modules. The MV-3240 fits into the 32 input position in the HD on the lineup. It is positioned between the MV-4000 series with up to 68 inputs and the MV-1200 series with up to 16 inputs. In terms of the number of 4K inputs, this is how MV-3240 is positioned. It will support 12G in the future, with up to 16 inputs for 12G. With the MV-3240, a system can be built at a very competitive price for a single unit with this size. Introduction of MV-3240 features. The functions and operations are derived from previous MV series. MV-3240 supports Layout Manager, external interfaces, monitoring, etc. SNMP is a standard feature. Introduction of MV-3240 inputs, outputs, and options. MV-3240 supports 3G, HD, SD to SDI with 32 HD to BNC inputs. In 4K mode, a total of 25 windows can be used for a layout design. The same 12G to SDI and 4K HDMI video can be output from the red marked ports. These 3 HD to BNC outputs are compatible with 3G HD to SDI output. When 12G to SDI output is used, 3G to SDI ports output downsized 2K output. When 3G to SDI quad-link output with 2SI or SQD is assigned, these 4 outputs can function as 1 to 4 links. In 2K mode, a total of 40 windows are allocated to each output for layout creation. The 4 outputs can be used as 4 independent layouts. At this time, when the HDMI out is set to 4K, it displays out 1 to 4 by 4K. When the HDMI out is set to 2K, it displays the same video as out 1. The red frame shows the MV-1640IF interface option. It supports GPI input-output, LTC input, and reference input. This red frame shows the MV-1640 SDI to 12G, an option that will be supported in the future. It will support for 12G, 6G to SDI inputs. Introduction of common features of the MV-1640IP and MV-3240. Common features: free layout. The video window can be freely laid out, including zooming in, out, and arrangement. The audio level meters can be individually customized for following items: positioning vertically or horizontally, size, and channel. Up to 2 titles are provided for each source. The size and arrangement of each can be set individually. Other standard features include these 9 features: tally, time code, clock, timer, safety marker, video alarm, audio alarm, logo, and background.
This is how the layout manager looks like. In this way, position and size of the window can be freely changed. Also, clocks and logos can be freely positioned.
Common function: simple HDR function. MV-1640IP and MV-3240 supports simple conversion from SDR material to HDR HLG. These MVs also support simple conversion from HDR HLG material to SDR for displaying on a SDR monitor. Common function: Live View function. Via a web browser, you can monitor the same output video as the baseband output. You can monitor from remote locations on any device, including PCs, tablets, and mobile phones. Using the included Windows software, the pre-alarm function records images to the PC HDD when an alarm occurs. After an alarm, the images before and after the alarm can be easily checked. Common functions. Cascade connection. The cascade function allows multiple outputs to be cascaded without any additional frame delays while using a few microseconds. As a result, the cascade function can be used to increase the number of inputs displayed on a single monitor. By adding HDMI inputs from the MV-1200, it enables a low latency multiviewer with a mixture of ST2110, ST2022, SDI, HDMI, DVI, and composite. Of course, 12G, 6G inputs can be added to the cascade monitoring line as well. Summary. The MV-3240 is a new multiviewer that strengthens the 32 input SDI lineup, which is in high demand from the market. The MV-1640IP is a multiviewer capable of mixed IP SDI operations and can be used without feeling it is an IP product. This concludes our introduction. Please feel free to contact Foray for any inquiries about IP systems. We are happy to demonstrate any of our products. Thank you very much for your attention.